I do a lot of videos in the shop talking about how-to on knife making, but very little discussion on the design behind a knife. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the Tactician 2.0. I made it in 2020, and I shelved it because I wasn't making any axis locks at the time. And last year, late last year, when I made the Vipera, okay, I was like, okay, I kind of now understand the axis lock. It's a lot of work, you know, so I dusted this off and made this knife. Now the final version is slightly altered from the original, okay, and I'm gonna go through some of the design concepts and why. Putting the blade next to the original, all right, you could tell that it's a little bit longer. This is about 3 inch 700 thousandths, and this is about 3.5 inch. And the reason why I went a little bit longer is this model, my first model, is 3.25. So I wanted something, you know, a little bit longer than the first model. So that's why I stretched it out. I learned from the first model, the Vipera, that I could trim away material off the handle. So I did trim away material off the handle. I added it to the rear, okay? And I also blunted off the rear, accentuating this line here, all right? And I added length to the blade. Also, when you put this blade against the original design, this is actually a true dagger. It's symmetrical all the way to the tip. This is asymmetrical. The top drops down, the tip is past the center line on the low end, okay? And the reason why I went with a more of a Scottish dirk design, and a Scottish dirk would be a dagger shape with a high grind that comes all the way up to the top. Very, very great slasher and thruster, okay? And that's the reason why I went with the Scottish dirk design, a dagger, all right? The tip is located in the center. You have a high grind, very good slasher. This blade shape, the asymmetrical, drops the tip below center line, but what it does, it gives you a smaller belly, okay? You can see that this one has a slightly larger belly. Whenever you add a big belly to the knife, you take away the slashing power. Not cutting power, slashing power. Probably the best design for slashing is a straight edge, okay? No belly, all right? Now moving down to the handle, I flattened out this flare, okay? You can see that, it's flattened out. And like I said, I accentuated this back end, okay, to make a very minimalistic handle, all right? Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, something that you can hold on in a hammer grip, saber grip, all right? And a reverse grip without creating any kind of hot spots in your hand. And that's what I was going for with this design.